Good evening and welcome to round 6 of the Invictus Racing League's Realistic Performance League here in Austria. I am Tim with my co-commentator, as always, Malc. How are you doing today?
You're right, Tim. I'm doing very well, mate. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, ready to jump into some racing action. And for those of you who do not know, we will not be qualifying today as we are doing a reverse grid race. So no qualifying, we're going to be jumping straight into the action, and it is going to be a good one at the Red Bull Ring.
Absolutely, and it's one of those iconic tracks, the Red Bull Ring in Austria, and from all aspects of the track, especially like a turn 3 where everyone's going to be trying to bombard to try and get into that first at the corner, and then you got the couple of DRS straights. There's going to be chaotic overtaking, and this is what we're going to love about with the Austrian Grand Prix tonight, Tim. So, what's your thoughts of the track? Have you done it much before in your career mode?
Well, we got 10 corners here in Austria, and it's one of the shortest lap times on the entire schedule. So when it comes to the track, it's surprisingly difficult to actually get around. Not so much the first corner, but really the second sector is what really catches me off guard. Right after you go through, I believe it's the third corner, that very tight right-hander of a hairpin. Then you're going uphill, you got to go downhill, and it's that downhill section that really, really catches me off guard, because you've got to slow way, way down to make sure that you can make it, because if you run off, go too wide, there's no runoff area there. It's just gravel. So, you're just out of luck if you go off into that gravel, because you're just done for at that point. And so it's going to be a big struggle to really get the car back onto the racing surface. And then after that, we have a couple of left-handers that also run downhill. And it's really those downhills, as I said, that is so difficult to master. And then the penultimate corner is a bit of a blind corner. Sometimes you think that you can take it a lot quicker than what you actually can, and that's also where the pit entry starts. So you have to be on the lookout for drivers ahead of you. If they're going to be diving down into the pits, then they may be going slow into that corner, so you want to make sure that you take that high line to go around them. But overall, I'm very excited to see what the reverse grid has to offer for today.
I hope so, because you just never know what to expect back, and absolutely unbelievable moments, and I reckon this will be another classic as what we have seen. I mean, last week at the Monza Grand Prix, I thought that was just like absolutely immense stuff. But can it top it off with the Austrian Grand Prix? I think so. I really, really do think so. But again, you got the weather crew giving us the decisions. The penalties is going to be... I forgot to mention, actually, the penalties, Tim. Penalties is going to be absolutely, lethal, because obviously I've noticed sometimes when you go on the curb, even if you go on a little bit of the curb, you do get that slight warning, and then all of a sudden you get a penalty out of nowhere. So it's going to be tough for them, but at the end of the day, it's just whoever keeps that car on tact and not hitting the gravel, as you said earlier, at turn 4. I think we're going to have another classic tonight, Tim.
I think so too, and of course, one of the big stories that comes out of Monza from last week was Passmois Ducel, in only his 3rd race in the Performance League this season, winning and being able to stand on the top spot of the podium. Now, of course, with the reverse grid, he is going to be starting almost dead last today, so that's going to be a huge step up, or a huge work for him to really climb his way up through the grid. And not to mention that we do have a couple of different car allocations. He is in the AlphaTauri this week, along with our current points leader of Nightshade. So of course, Nightshades is with Bump and Run Racing, teamed with Wojtek. They are leading the constructor standings, Nightshade's leading the point standings. So that car allocation, they are teammates, but only by car allocation. So that's going to be very interesting to see how they're able to deal with that. Two very fast drivers.
True. I mean, don't get me wrong, Nightshades and Wojtek have been absolutely immense this season, without a shadow of doubt, and I'm sure all the guys who are watching the stream would agree. To be fair, they've been really, really good this season. Obviously, a little bit different in the F2 League that I've seen a couple of times, but I think Nightshades and Wojtek have stepped up a gear in the Performance League, and it shows that if you can get that rhythm going in one of the leagues, you can do really well. And to be fair, though, it's as you said, with Pascal Dussel, he won last night in the F3 League, so don't write him off. Don't write him off to get a good finishing points as long as he has a good start. But it all depends on how everyone can try and decide what they want to do with the tyre wear. Now, the tyre wear for tonight's race is definitely a one-stop, guaranteed one-stop, unless there was a safety car or the weather crew decided in this condition. But if it was a dry race, it would definitely be a soft mediums. But I've seen a few people last night in some league. Well, there's a few people in some of the leagues. There is a few chances where some people have gone for the soft hards. But then again, it all depends on what these guys are choosing tonight. So, obviously, with 18 seconds, you'll be losing out on the pit stop. And, oh my God, we're going to have... looks like it's cloudy a bit, Tim.
It does look very cloudy and very foggy, wondering if we're going to have any rain in the forecast. Of course, we'll wait and see if we can get a weather report from one of the drivers here momentarily. Of course, the admins have to set the grid for this reverse grid race, so here in just a moment we will be able to update you on the starting lineup. But that is a good point that you made, Malc, about the tire wear strategy, is that it is going to be a one-stop, and of course, as you said, soft to medium is definitely going to be the fastest. But really, if there is a safety car, like you said, that's going to really mess with a lot of the driver's strategies. And, it just depends on when that safety car comes out as far as who it benefits and who it doesn't. I mean, if you're leading the race by 20 seconds and you get a virtual safety car when you're entering the third sector, you can dive down into the pits, get a new fresh set of softs, and be on your way and still maybe lead the race. But, if you just pass the pit entry, then you just lost a good opportunity all because of luck of the draw. So we're going to see a lot of differing not differing race strategies, but just a lot of, I'd say, drivers on edge, just hoping that their strategy works out.
As I said earlier on, the track, the track is with the tyre deck is not that great. It's not as bad as all the other tracks like China and I was going to say Bahrain and stuff, but with especially China and Spain, that's it, China and Spain. But with Austria, I did a one-stop with the medium and softs, and I managed to try and hold on with the softs up to lap 21, 22, but that was equal performance. So obviously with the drivers in the realistic car performance, it will be a little bit different. Obviously with the Mercedes is the fastest car in the game. Obviously the Williams is the slowest car, so it's just it just depends on drivers push of the car as well. So it's just a bit of different stuff really, to be fair. So, and looks like we're about to kick off for the Performance League for the PlayStation platform. If you are watching, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the Invictus Racing League YouTube channel for all the live races itself. We're live on Monday nights at 8 PM with Gareth and Sab. They are in the race. Gareth actually won one of the races in the Performance League in the past, so watch out for him as well. You got the F2 League with myself on Tuesday nights at 8 PM, and also we've got the PC leagues of PC F1 and F2, as well as F3 and F4 live exclusive on the YouTube channel. Bye. And also we've got the Performance League live exclusive for you guys on the Thursday nights. But not only that, guys, we also got the Xbox leagues, which are on the Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, but they're on the Twitch channel on Invictus Racing Leagues. So check them out, guys. Please check them out. There'll be a massive like and subscribe as well. But the most important thing of all, guys, is please make sure you like and follow of all the social media sites of Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And the most important thing of all is check out InvictusRacingLeague.com for all the latest info and all the latest updates of everything that's going on at Invictus Racing Leagues. But yeah, here's an ironic story. Paul Race Tech started off in first. I think it was in Japan. I think it was. In one of the races, he started up first and he shot off and kept that position going. So it's going to be tough. But what do you think is going to happen tonight? Who's your top three, Tim?
My top three, I'm going to have to go with Gareth, Maddie, and Nightshades. And one thing I want to point out, look at Gareth and look at TL44S as well as Harry and Moreno. Those are the only 4 drivers who have decided to start on the hard tires. We have 2 drivers starting on the soft or on the mediums, Nitrogash and Roy Boy, and then every other driver starting on the soft tires. 36 laps around the Red Bull Ring, about to come at you here momentarily, just waiting for the drivers to find their appropriate places on the grid. A full field here today, all 20 drivers, all 10 teams with a packed house. It's going to be a beautiful sight to see with this reverse grid race, and that's a good point you made, Malc. Paul Race Tech being able to, run away with it in Japan. We'll see if he's able to do it here today or not, but here we go. You hear those engines revving. You hear those itchy pedal feet. The drivers watching the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in the air. No red lights. We are green for the Invictus Racing League, Realistic Performance League in Austria. 3 wide already for 4th place. Down there in the back, 2 racing points battling it out, but through turn 1, it's very, very clean. A Renault just barely being able to follow Paul Race Tech, and already we have a little bit of jostling around for position. 2 racing points, still trying to race side by side there for just a moment. It looks like the Ferrari of Gareth Hall is dropped back in 3 wide already with Gareth Hall on the outside.
This is mad. This is mad racing. And I'll tell you what, we've got a yellow flag sector 2 that I believe is Pasmoir Dussault, who won last night's F3 League, F3 race last night. Oh, there's been a crash. There's been a crash between, I believe, nitrogash and Sab at turn 4. So, bad start for the 2 drivers. I tell you what, Bando's trying to pull away from Ginger Tiger from 5th place, but Tim, I don't know what to say anymore now, because I know it's at the start and Tarak has gone off track, and we have got the yellow flags. Paul Race Tech has got the fastest lap of the race with a 1:10.582. Tim.
Giga Tire trying to get that slipstream on Bando Blizz, but Bando Blizz really getting close to O. Steven up ahead of him. Riding on board with Bando now, you see O. Steven up there. So just trying to chase him down. Of course, we still have Paul Race Tech leading this race on lap 2 of 36. No DRS yet, but we'll have DRS here in a lap time, so we'll see if that is able to shake up the standings just a little bit. We got Hulkenberger, though, up there in 2nd place, starting to get close to Paul Race Tech. As you ride on board with him, we'll see what he's able to do. But really, this is not the time of the race that you need to be making a whole lot of moves. You just need to keep the guys in sight. But Gareth, who started on those hard tires, dropped like a rock at the start. He started in 4th. He's all the way down in 9th place now. So those hard tires, definitely not with the grip and the speed that you need at the Red Bull Ring when you're first starting out.
Absolutely not. And it looks like Maggot has just gone past Gareth at turn 9. So that was a good move there from Maggot, the F4 Drivers Champion from last season, trying to push on. And looks like Matty. Oh, there's been a spin. There's been a spin at turn 1 from Bando. Bando has spun at turn 1. So unlucky for Bando. But now we've got about 4-car battle for the lead. And look at this, Sus Spud, former title winner. Back in his heyday, he's in with the top 3 with O. Steven bailing out, and Paul Race Tech's dropped down. Hawk has made the move. A little bit of contact between the top 2. So Spud trying to close the gap. And I tell you what, this is going to be. I tell you what, Tim, I told you this is going to be a classic, and it's building up to it. It's building up to it tonight. Unbelievable stuff. Tim,
It really is already. We got a 4-car battle for the lead, as you said. And look at O'Steven really getting a run on Sir Spud. Going into the penultimate corner now, O'Steven has to back out, really backing that corner up way too much, honestly. He gave Sir Spud a lot of breathing room there, so Sir Spud's able to just sail away and get close to the back of Paul Racetech there. After Hulkenberger made that move, he had to lock it up to get around Paul Racetech going in that downhill section in Sector 2. But once he did, he's pulled away 7/10 of a second now, separating that Renault and the Alfa Romeo. It looks like everyone's starting to fall into a line, but the 2 Racing Points are starting to battle it out. We got Ginger Tiger here about to make a move on this car-allocated teammate of O'Steven as they go through this uphill hairpin. O'Steven gets a little bit loose, but he holds on to it, and now he can set his sights on Sir Spud using that slipstream. Spud's got DRS. So does O'Steven, who's going to blink. A lockup from Paul Racetech going into that corner, though, is going to allow Sir Spud to not go quicker and instead let O'Steven get close to that Red Bull.
Absolutely. While you was watching that, Tim, while you was watching that, I was watching this battle between Eric and Gareth back in 11th and 12th. They were going side by side on a few corners at turn 3 and then at turn 4. So, absolutely brilliant battles between these 2 drivers. As things stand, like I said, Eric is trying to pull away, and nitrogash has retired. I forgot to say, nitrogash is one of the other drivers who are still in the Performance League, won in the past. So unfortunately for nitrogash, he is out of the race. It might have been from what happened when there was a collision at turn 3 at lap 1. Harry's dropped down to 11th. Eric Pancakes is going side by side, and it looks like Harry's going back himself up to 10th place. And they're coming up to turn 3. Oh, they go side by side. Two wide. 2 wide again at the... Oh my God, can Eric hold on? He does. So Spud and O'Steven having a good battle actually from the leaderboard on the left hand side. But yeah, it's been mad season. Looks like Gareth is going to try and make the move on the inside. And what a move! What a move there from Gareth, holding on for 13th place. Tim.
Let's take a look at Sir Spud now running in 4th. He's getting close to O'Steven. We'll ride on board with him in the Red Bull. And he has a wonderful, miraculous corner through there. Really able to keep the momentum through that set of corners. O'Steven not so great, but O'Steven got a better exit out of the final corner. That's going to set him up very, very well going into turn number 1. Sir Spud, though, he's watching that Racing Point get smaller and smaller in his view. Both drivers have a good set of corners there in turns 1 and this tiny little sector that you could call turn 2. Now approaching the hairpin, we have Hulkenberger still leading. You see him up there with Paul Racetech and O'Steven. And look at that! Who was that? Ginger Tiger going on the inside of Sir Spud. Ginger Tiger just comes out of nowhere trying to make a move, not able to do anything with it. And now we have Matty on the back of him. Matty trying to go on the inside, but now Ginger Tiger going on the inside of Sir Spud. They're side by side in the downhill section. A little bit of contact. But Ginger Tiger gets through in 4th place.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw Ginger Tiger trying to go for the move on Sir Spud. A little bit of contact at turn 4. But I tell you what, luckily they just hold on the track itself. But what a mad start already on lap 6 of 36 of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League for you guys. And I tell you what, Matty's trying to get close to Sir Spud now for 5th place. And looks like, well, Sir Spud had a quick look to say, look, Ginger Tiger, I am here. I will make the move done, so be warned. But I might have to be careful here because it looks like Matty's going to try and go on the inside, and he does make the move with a DRS as well. So good move there from Matty, who's been really impressive in this season, shall we say, of the obviously in the F3 as well as the Performance Leagues, Tim.
Yeah, Spud, he just had a bad set of corners there to where he went wide out of the final corner. Then when he went wide out of the first corner, now it looks like he's starting to fall back into a rhythm. But not before Matty was able to get by him. I thought that he was going to have a better exit out of that hairpin so that he could set up a pass on Matty, but it just did not come to fruition for him. And now he's got Wojtek with Bump and Run Racing, who is leading the constructor standings on his back. So Sir Spud's going to have to watch out because Wojtek is out there not just for himself, he's out there for his team trying to increase the lead at that constructor standings table, while his teammate of Nightshades is back there in 9th as well.
Absolutely. Hopefully Nightshades will bounce back, but TL4FS and Bando had a good battle at 16th and 17th place as well. So absolutely good race so far. Past Moir Dussel, trying to close in the gap onto Roy Boy. Can he try and make the move? No, he's going to try and keep it cool and calm and try and make the move now on the DRS. So past Moir Dussel now, he's going to have a chance. He's got that slipstream. Can he try and make the move? Could we have 3 wide? No! Still 2 wide. Oh, what? No! I thought he was going to make the move. Past Moir Dussel. I really thought he was going to make the move, but he does not do it just yet. But Roy Boy's going to try and make the move onto Harry and turn 4. Has he done it? Oh! No, there's still side beside. Harry holding on for into turn 5. Harry holding on. Still 2 wide. We could have. Oh my God. Could we have another 3 in a bed moment? I don't know. We could have it. We could have that situation. Oh, we have got the 3 in a bed. We have got the 3 in a bed moment. Oh my God. Oh, contact. There's been contact between for Roy Boy. So Roy Boy is out. Well, he's not out. Sorry, he's just lost his bit of his front wing on the left-hand side. But we have got. Oh, Maggot is off track. At just after turn 1. And Tim, I don't know if you're watching this, but there's a 3 or 4 car battle for 3rd place. Tim.
Yeah, it is the Ginger Tiger train up here for 3rd. We've got Ginger Tiger, Matty, and Paul Racetech, along with Sir Spud, all battling it out. And here goes Paul Racetech trying to get around Matty. However, Matty did just get around him just a minute ago. And it looks like now is the time when maybe those soft tires are starting to scream and beg to be changed. However, all of these drivers are on soft tires, so they're all having to deal with it. It's only some of the guys that started on the mediums beforehand who we've now seen make the pit stops, who were originally making the moves. So riding on board with Paul Racetech and Matty getting a little bit closer to Ginger Tiger, but it's starting to really spread out now. Sir Spud starting to close in on the Alfa Romeo, but this is allowing Wojtek to get even closer to this battle. So Wojtek, as we ride on board with him, we see Sir Spud up there still trying to get close to Paul Racetech, but really it's just a train of cars at the moment, so you can get a little bit of a run, you can get close to a guy, but not really much you can do. But as I say that, Sir Spud tried to send it on the inside of Paul Racetech, not able to do anything with it, so Spinalla Racing is going to have to wait for the 5th place run.
Absolutely, and Spud trying everything he can to try and close the gap onto Paul Racetech, but not yet as well, because Wojtek was nearly close to Spud, but yeah, as you rightly said, Tim, it's the Ginger Tiger train to try and pull away as well. So obviously, as things stand, Hulk is in the lead in 1st. Oh, Stevens is in 2nd. Ginger Tiger is in 3rd. Matty is in 4th. Paul Racetech is in 5th. So Spud is in 6th, Wojtek is in 7th, Nightshades, the Drivers' Championship leader, is in 8th, Eric Pancakes is in 9th, Past Moir Dussel is in 10th, Maggot is in 11th, Harry is in 12th, and I'll tell you what, has he made the move? Yeah, Wojtek has made the move into turn 1. No, it's Spud trying to make the move. He's still holding on with that Red Bull. Oh my God, Tim, we might have another 3 wide scenario.
Contact in the Renault goes into the wall. Wojtek spins. He spins off the nose of Sir Spud, and Wojtek is out of the race. There's a yellow flag, a full safety car actually on the circuit, as every driver is going to have to avoid the wrecked Renault of Wojtek. There you see the left front wheel is completely torn away from that car. He spun off the nose of Sir Spud, went into the wall. It was such a great battle, Mac, but that's how it ended.
Yeah, it looked. Well, Wojtek was trying to make the move. I don't know if there was enough gap at the time, unless I'm mistaken, Tim. From that point of view, it looked like that there wasn't enough gap, and I thought Wojtek would have thought that he would have gone for the gap itself, but unless the Spud didn't really see Wojtek on the left, hence why the crash happened. But quite a few drivers are now going to the pits, which is the famous pit stop, which you would expect for the soft tyres to come in. So, obviously Harry will be carrying on with those hard tyres. So, looks like I might be Hulk holding on, unless Harry decides to get ahead of Hulk. It looks like Hulk has just got in just ahead of Harry, just So Harry will be carrying on with those hard tyres in second. Hulk will carry on with those mediums. Well, start off with the mediums now. Yeah, pretty much everyone has pitted except for Harry and Gareth, Tim. So a majority of the drivers have gone for the hard tyres. So they're playing it safe tonight.
Yeah, and here's a little bit of an update for you. The Red Bull team actually did a double stack, and it did not work out for him. So Sir Spud comes out in 10th place, but Sab is the one that gets the short end of the stick, and he's all the way back in 15th, losing a few positions there. And during the pit stops, because of that double stack, he came up to the pit box right as Sir Spud was leaving. So, of course, he had to wait just a moment before he was able to pull in.
Yeah, this is why, you know, like with the double stack, you have to time it well. And if you don't time it well, obviously you're going to lose out massively. But from everyone's perspective, it's just a shame for Sab, because Sab, who's been doing a good run in the top 10 for the last, well, since the start of the season. But I really want him to do well this season, and I've seen him improving massively. But with tonight's race, hopefully he'll try and get a good start against TL4 Forest, who's on the soft tyres. I don't know if that was a mistake from from his point of view, but is he going to gamble all the way for another softs, or he's going to? Oh, I know what he could do actually, Tim. He might go and hoping that there'll be another safety car. Well, he better hope so as well with those soft tyres, because they won't going to last for another 10, well, just after 15 laps.
So I'm surprised that some of the guys that started on the hard tires did not pit for mediums. I mean, I understand they have a strategy to go on, but I'm thinking if you're Harry or if you're Gareth, you could pit for mediums and maybe make it the rest of the way. It would be close, but I feel like that might have been the better strategy instead of staying out on the old hards and being so much slower than everyone else around you.
You would think that, but don't get me wrong. If you like, I think these guys are going to try and get to as much of those hard tyres as possible. So they will try and get the softs either at the end or just about with the mediums. But I think it's because I think they're right to stay out, but it all depends on how the others are going to try and put the pressure on with them as well. It looks like I think the safety car is going back in. So Tim, I'll let you do the honours.
So Hulkenberger leads. Harry in second, O'Steven in third, Maddie in fourth, fifth is Paul Racetech, that's your top five, Gareth Hall, Nightshade, Ginger Tiger, Eric Pancake, Sir Spud, your top 10 as we are back green once again for the Red Bull Ring, and here goes Harry already close to Hulkenberger. Hulkenberger trying to catch him sleeping but not able to do it. So Harry B for B-Tech Racing going to try to make a move into the first position, but cannot do it that time. It looks like Hulkenberger on those fresh mediums really getting a better exit out of turn number one. And now Harry's going to have to worry about O'Steven just behind him in that racing point. And there goes O'Steven on the inside. They're side by side approaching the hairpin. Uphill right-hander, and O'Steven makes the move. Harry cannot fight back. Move O'Steven up into the second position. Now Harry going to have to worry about Maddie, who is making a move on the inside, or trying to anyway, but not quite close enough yet, but it looks like he's going to be side by side with him through this corner, almost anyway. A big lockup from Harry is able to actually keep him in third place for now, and Maddie having to deal with Paul Racetech just behind him. A little bit of contact there, just a tiny bit, almost a repeat of what happened with Wojtek and Sir Spud. Maddie almost spinning off the nose of Paul Racetech, but not doing it. Good job there from Maddie and Paul Racetech both to take evasive action, as Maddie can now set his sights back on Harry. And I think it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when Maddie's able to get by him. Those fresh mediums are just going to be so much faster than Harry. Of course, Harry is a very quick driver, so that is, you know, really playing into his favor, but I think it's all for naught, because here goes Maddie on the inside in turn one, and he makes the move on Harry and makes it look easy. Looked like a bit of a corner cut, but no penalty for Maddie. Move him up to the third position.
Absolutely. So Matty just holding on for third place, and yeah, Gareth has just got himself into the pits now. Oh my days, Nightshades! Nightshades is trying to make the move on to Paul Racetech, but absolutely mad scenes. Everyone's going to try and go for the unbelievable moves. And it looks like...
Nightshades was able to make the move that time now.
He does. I'm just watching Paul Racetech try to close the gap onto Nightshades now. But yeah, still, it's been a brilliant race, and we're not even halfway. And now Mac is making the move against Eric Pancakes for 9th place. But past Mardusel is going to try and make the move. No.
And look at the Alfa Romeo behind past Mondusel and Bando Blitz. All these drivers, and Bando spins off the track. He's able to save it. There's contact. The Williams and TL4S goes back on the track very aggressively. Bando Blitz drops all the way to 15th. TL4S in 14th now. Moreno being able to make the move through there, but is there any wing damage on any of these cars? TL4S hit the Haas of Moreno, but it does not look like he has any wing damage. And now Moreno making a move on Sab, trying to go on the inside there. They're side by side. A little bit of contact, maybe, and Sab is able to stay ahead of Moreno that time, but now TL4S trying to make the move on Moreno. He is right on the back. Moreno's got DRS, so does TL4S. On the inside, though, who's going to be the late breaker? Contact! And it is the Haas of Moreno that gets into the back of Sab. There is wing damage on that Haas now. There wasn't before, but now there is. And that allows TL4S to get around him into the 13th position, and now it's only a matter of time before Bando Bliss swallows him whole, because that wing damage is really going to hurt that Haas machine. And now we got the 2 Red Bulls of Sab and Sir Spud battling out. I think that there is a small communication issue with Sab's car, so there is a bit of an issue there, of course. So now TL4S getting by Sab, now setting his, getting by Sir Spud, now setting his sights on Sab just ahead of him. Sab, of course, very close to pass Mondusel in 10th place, trying to make the move on Eric Pancakes now, but is he able to do it? Once they get to the hairpin, we'll have to wait and see. He should have the DRS on him, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He will not be close.
It will not be close, but while he was watching that battle, still watching from the top 3, it looks like Matty's trying to close the gap onto Stephen for 2nd place. Nightshades made the move on Harry just before turn 3. And I'll tell you what, we'll have to go back to the Maggot, it will be now called the Maggot Trade, because he's got about, about 8 cars? Well, about 8 cars, I think. Yeah, 7 or 8 cars battle. Absolutely mad scenes. If you are watching the stream, guys, good evening to you all. If you only just seen it, where the hell have you been? You're missing a classic. The Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. And I'll tell you what, we're on lap 18, halfway of the race distance. And Tim, you would agree with me. What a race so far.
It has been action-packed. That is definitely the case. It's almost been like a lot of last laps at Monza from last week, but here we got Ginger Tiger going to make a move on Harry. Is he going to make it look easy, though? Yes, he does. He does 2 for 1 on the uphill right-hander, but then he loses one of those spots and maybe the second one as well. So he goes 2 for 1, then loses 1, but now he's going to make the move on Nightshades. Nightshades throws the block on him. Ginger Tiger goes on the outside. They're side by side. Ginger Tiger, he has the momentum on that outside line, but Nightshades has the shorter line around the corner. They're still side by side. Racing Point versus Alpha Tauri. This is the points leader of Nightshades you're looking at there. A little bit of contact between Ginger Tiger and Nightshades, but Ginger Tiger gets the move done.
I tell you what, Ginger Tiger is trying to push as much as possible, but he's now got the advantage over Nightshades with the meme tyres. So, and it looks like, it looks like Matty's going to try and pull away as much as possible. But I'm just trying to have a look at Nightshades. Nightshades is going to have a chance now to try and close the gap onto Ginger Tiger for 4th place. He's got no ERS. Moreno's out. Moreno is out of the race. Same with Roy Boy, Wojtek and nitrogash. So Nightshades pass going into turn 3. This is a chance now with the DRS. Needs to try and push as much as possible. Maggot's made the move on to past Mardusel for 9th place.
And there goes past Mardusel around Maggot now on the inside. It's a 3-car battle for the 8th position. Side by side contact. Past Mardusel gets into the back of Eric Pancakes. And now Eric Pancakes having to hang on to it. And past Mardusel with wing damage is going to drop like a rock. Here goes Maggot around him once again. And now he can set his sights set on Eric Pancakes. And he spins. And Maggot spins off the nose of past Mardusel into the wall. We have another safety car, Malc.
Safety car, Maggot lost the back end at turn 6. So he's lost the back end at turn 6. So if so Harry's got a good chance now to get into the pits now. I'm just going to watch what tyre he's going to go for, but you would think to be on the safe side to go on the mediums, but I'd like to see if he's going to go for the softs. No, he's going to go for the mediums. I'd play it safe, and I think that's what he's done anyway. So Harry is on the medium tyres as well. So, but yeah, unlucky for Maggot. Obviously, he was trying to get past some of the cars, but when he got past, his back end just went. And unfortunately for him, he is out the race as well. Simon Moreno, Roy Boy, Wojtek and nitrogash, who are out of the race. We started off with 20, Tim. At the moment, we're currently at 15 drivers remaining. So, if you like what you've seen so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel for all the live races itself. Check out the Monday nights at 8 PM for all the F1 League on the PlayStation platform, F2 PlayStation platform on Tuesday nights at 8 PM and then you got the Wednesday nights, which is action-packed because you've got the two PC F1 and F2 leagues, and as well as the PlayStation platforms of F3 and F4. And also you got the Performance League on the YouTube channel, the PlayStation platform, with myself and Tim, live exclusive for you guys as well. And we're back live and racing now. So yeah, it looks like Saab's going to have a chance to try and close the gap onto Pasquale Dussel, who also, still with that front wing damage. So it's like damage limitations on the straight line speed, but can Saab do it? Saab does not make the move yet. But he will try and make the opportunity of to try and make past Dussel. Tim.
Riding on board with Bando Blizz now as we can take a look at this battle between Pasquale Dussel and Saab. So far, though, it's really pretty tame, but it looks like Saab is getting a little bit better exits out of these corners, whereas Pasquale Dussel just seems faster overall, so Saab can really gain on the exit, but Pasquale Dussel is just fast no matter where he is. But now here comes Bando Blizz around the inside of Saab. Was going to go on the outside. They're side by side approaching turn 1, but who's going to blink? It's Bando Blizz with the preferred line, a little bit of contact, just maybe, and now Saab trying to make a move on the inside of Bando, but not able to do anything with it there. So using the DRS, using the slipstream, both of these drivers are going to have a shot at Pasquale Dussel, who is just a sitting duck up there. Saab actually backs out of it, gets into the back of Bando now. So he gets into the back of Bando on the uphill right-hander, that very tight hairpin, and Bando gets a little bit squirrely, but is able to hang on to it. Pasquale Dussel, if he could look back in a rearview mirror, he would be saying, you know what, guys, just go ahead. Keep battling it out because I'm going to pull away from you.
Yeah, he'll try and Pasquale Dussel will hopefully try and pull away, considering with the damage front wing that he has got. At the moment, I'm just watching second and third place between O'Stephen and Matty. Hulk is really shot off now to a 5-second gap between himself and O'Stephen for second place. Now Matty, who had a great race last night in the F3 League, now has an opportunity to get another podium. Can O'Stephen do it? No, he's still holding on. Matty got another chance to try and make the move now. This is a chance now to try and get past O'Stephen. Still can't get past O'Stephen. Trying to keep on the inside. Too wide scenario. O'Stephen holding on. O'Stephen is holding on. But O'Stephen will have the DRS. And that is clever. That is really clever there from O'Stephen. Just before he gets the DRS activation, he'll have the DRS. And then just as he got that DRS and try and pull away from Matty. So, great strategic move from O'Stephen, but now he'll try and pull away from, try and get as away from Matty as possible. And looks like Harry and Ginger Tiger are having a too wide scenario at 9th and 10th place for turn 6. Tim.
On board with Ginger Tiger. as he gives chase to Harry. Of course, Harry on those fresh set of mediums, so not much that he can really do with it anymore. As Harry pulls away, Ginger Tiger can do nothing but watch. Let's take a look at Bando. He's getting very close to pass Ducel out of the final corner. They cross the line, they approach turn 1, but Bando cannot make the move on the inside, just not quite close enough to get a run. But he should have DRS down this straightaway, so we'll see if he's able to set up a run on pass Ducel or not. Pass Ducel, of course, no DRS for him. So he's going to have to just be on his guard and defend against Bando. Bando goes on the inside. It's Passement Ducel on the outside. No contact. And Passement Ducel with the momentum will able to keep the 6th place position. But now Bando's going to try to close that gap once again. He goes on the inside. Fakes Passement Ducel out. Some contact. A big lockup from Bando. But now it is Bando in 6th place and Passement Ducel who's dropping back. He's going to have to worry about the Red Bull of Sab now. But he doesn't care about who's behind him. He just cares about what's in front of him. And that is Bando Blizz. He's got some unfinished business there between the two of them. As there was a little bit of contact there going into that downhill section. It almost feels like Passement Ducel might have got the raw end of that deal. But he cannot worry about it any longer because Sab is on the back of him. And there goes Passement Ducel into the pits. Into the pits goes the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. When you go into the pits, when you enter into the pits, you have to stay on the white line itself. But he went far too wide, and I think it caused Sab a little bit of a heart attack moment.
Sorry, Malc, but Nightshades just sent it on the inside of Matty and almost got O'Steven as well. So Nightshades has worked his way up into the 3rd position and about to be in the 2nd position if he can get around O'Steven.
Yeah, I hope so. Nightshades has been lightning into the top 3 itself. So obviously we're on lap 25 and 36 of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. And I'll tell you what, he's got a penalty. Hulk and O'Steven, they haven't got a penalty. So let me have a look at the penalty scenarios at the minute. So at the moment, Nightshades has got 3 seconds with the penalties. Eric Pancakes has got 8 seconds. Ginger Tiger's got 3 seconds. TR Volforest has got 3 seconds. So Spud's got 11 seconds. Passement Ducel 3 seconds. And Taraka's got 6 seconds. Nightshades, oh! I think that might cause a bit of moment. He's made the move! He's made the move! Oh my god, we've got 2 wide between O'Steven and Matty. Coming up to turn 3. Matty's going to try and make the move on the inside. O'Steven's still a little bit of contact between Matty and O'Steven, but now Nightshades can now pull away. And I'll tell you what, Tim, where do you go from this? Again, from Italian Grand Prix to now the Austrian Grand Prix. This has been brilliant racing from everyone at the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League.
Well, where do you go from this if you're O'Steven? Hopefully a little bit further ahead. I don't think anyone's going to catch Hulkenberger. It's going to take a massive mistake on his part to lose this race, but 2nd place is still up for grabs, and Nightshades, our points leader, currently in charge of that position, but O'Steven wants to play a little bit. He was running in 2nd place for most of this race until Nightshades was able to get by him, and so now he's going to have to worry about getting back by him, but honestly, it just seems that Nightshades is so much faster than O'Steven and Matty both. And Matty, with those old medium tires, will surely be starting to fill him here sooner rather than later. It seems like he can get very close to O'Steven on the entries, but O'Steven, those hard tires where they last so much longer, he's just got more grip out of the corners. So he's able to keep Matty behind him. It doesn't matter how hard Matty throws it in there into the corner. It's going to be O'Steven every time that pulls away.
Absolutely, and with that racing point, get that extra oomph, give that extra boost, shall we say, to try and keep those tyre wear as much as possible, and he's doing everything he can. It looks like O'Steven now is going to try and buy back onto Nightshades, who Nightshades went past O'Steven earlier on in last few laps ago. But overall, Tim, it's just been a brilliant race. We're on lap 27 of 36. All the Invictus League Performance League. You've got Hulk is in 1st, Nightshades is in 2nd, O'Steven's in 3rd, Matty is in 4th, Eric is in 5th, Bando's in 6th, Saab is in 7th, Harry is in 8th, Ginger Tiger is in 9th, Paul Racetech is in 10th, TL Volforest is in 11th, Passement Ducel is in 12th, Spud 13th, Gareth 14th, and Tarak in 15th place. With Maggot, Moreno, Roy Boy, Wojtek, and nitrogash are the only ones who have had the DNFs so far in this race. Tim.
Lap 28 of 36, just a few more laps remaining. And Harry getting close to Sab here.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Tim. It looked like Bando's lost a bit of his front wing on the right-hand side, hence why he's dropped down a few places. But Sab and Harry, a 2 wide scenario at turn 4. And Harry's made the move into 6th place. Tim.
Harry licked the stamp, he licked the envelope, he sent it, and it's been delivered. Harry in 6th place now, made that move look easy. It was almost like Sab wasn't even there to begin with. And now here comes Ginger Tiger on Sab. But it looks like Sab got a better exit out of that set of corners, and he's starting to actually come back to Harry. So Sab, it might not be over yet. He might still be able to walk away with 6th place here. And Sab does not have a time penalty as Harry does. We'll show you the time penalties now. Harry's got 3 seconds, Sab has 0. Of course, Eric Pancakes up there in 5th place has 8 seconds worth of time penalty, so that will definitely affect where he finishes when it comes to the end of this race. But let's rejoin the battle for 3rd here for just a moment, because Matty out of the hairpin getting very close to O'Steven. But now O'Steven, of course, pulling away, as we said, Malc, each and every time, because O'Steven is on those hard tires. It is just going to be him pulling away each and every time, because those medium tires have got to be screaming. They've got to be red hot at the moment and just wishing that they could be changed. But if Matty pulls into the pits now, he's going to lose a lot of track position. It's just better for him to stay out there and try to nurse him to the end. But I don't think he's going to do any better than 4th place.
I don't know. Just at the moment, it will all depend on if O'Steven gets a penalty. That's the only chance he's got. If he can try and make the move and hope O'Steven makes a penalty itself. But again, it's going to be what ifs later on in the race if it all happens. But Matty has been absolutely brilliant with the racing itself, and he's just trying to close the gap onto O'Steven. A little bit of a late braking moment, but now Matty should have the DRS. Let's have a look at Matty's point of view from his car, trying to close the gap onto O'Steven. Now he should make the move. He should. O'Steven. I don't know if he saw Matty on the right hand side. I thought he was trying to block on the right hand side, but overall Matty saw a little bit of the gap. But I think, again, it would have been another heart attack moment, Tim.
Yeah, it just looked like Matty got a good run out of that corner, and with the DRS assisting him as well, and O'Steven tried to throw a block, maybe misjudged the kind of a run that Matty had. So there was a little bit of contact. Could have been a lot worse, though. I don't think that there's even any wing damage on that McLaren, so that definitely could have been a lot worse for both drivers. There could have been wing damage on Matty's car. Matty could have sent O'Steven just completely flying off of that corner. And now look at Eric Pancakes making a move on Matty. Eric Pancakes has been very fast today, and it is a shame that he's got 8 seconds worth of time penalties, actually, because he's going to be dropping back. But Eric Pancakes making a move up to 3rd now. He does 2 for 1 in the hairpin, and now Matty gets underneath O'Steven. So they're side by side. Matty going to have another go at it, and this time there's going to be no block from O'Steven because he can't even get to him. Matty is just barely not clearing the Racing Point machine. Now he clears the Racing Point. Move Matty up into the 4th position, but for how long? O'Steven on the hards, Matty on the mediums. The mediums are quicker, but they last a lot less than what the hard tires will do. But it looks like Matty's starting to pull away. O'Steven dropping back. Not sure what's going on with that Racing Point machine, but he cannot get the handling on that thing.
No, he can't get the handling of that Racing Point car, but to be fair though, I think he's trying to play it safe, to be fair, because he had a bit of a... to be fair though, the last night's F4 race, he was leading up to I think it was up to the last 2 laps, and then his tyre blew up, or punctured, shall we say. So I think he's trying to be as careful as he can be, and obviously with the hard tyres, it should be beneficial later on in, well, probably the next few laps to try and close the gap onto Matty. But looking at the gap, the biggest movers obviously is Eric Pancakes with 15 positions. Nightshades with 12 positions. Harry moves up 9 places from where he was, from 15th. Passmore Sales 6 places, and the biggest loss, or the biggest losers, shall we say, of Spud and Gareth with 11 positions. as well, and Paul Racek lost 8 positions as well. Tim.
Still watching Steven and Maddie, lap 32 of 36. We're going to have to join Hulkenberger here in just a few moments' time, but he's got a little bit more time to just kind of hang out up there. In fact, let's take a look and look at the interval between the two. 5.8 seconds separating Hulkenberger and Nightshades. So Nightshades has really been able to eat away at Hulkenberger's gap, but I don't think he's going to be enough. It's going to be all for naught when it comes down to the end of it, and Nightshades has a time penalty as well. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. In fact, the first driver, besides Hulkenberger, to not have a time penalty is the one that we're watching right now, and that is Steven, who is getting the DRS on Matty, trying to send it on the inside, not able to do it. Matty, though, gets very loose out of that corner and still is able to pull away from Steven, but now Steven's the one with the DRS. So how the turntables as they go downhill, but not close enough for Steven. He's going to have to just fall in a line behind Matty and try to set up a good run on him later on.
Absolutely, and I'm just watching the gap from the obviously with the penalties as well. Obviously at the moment Nightshades will be losing up to 8 seconds of the gap to Hulk. You got 17 seconds, so Eric Pancakes, who had a great race so far, he'll drop himself down to at least 8th position at the moment, and obviously Matty will drop down to at the moment 5th place with Steven. With Steven still could be on for another podium this season. So as things stand, it could be Hulk, Nightshades, and Steven at the moment with the podium scenario. But we've got about 2 to 3 laps remaining on the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. If you are watching the stream, guys, please make sure to subscribe to the Invictus Racing League YouTube channel for all the live races itself. It'll be a massive help. Steven! I thought Steven was going to try and make the move, but Matty defending everything that he can as well. So a brilliant drive from Matty, holding on again. Steven's trying to close the gap as much as possible. So yeah, Tim.
And Matty and Steven, they've been battling it out for a while. Matty gets very loose that time around, having to hang on to it there. You see Passement Ducel going by them. He is a lapped car, though, so no position gain there as Steven on the inside of Matty. This could be fourth place here. And into turn 1, Steven makes the move. Matty drops back to 5th. And I think that might have been a podium position for Steven, because Eric Pancakes is definitely going to drop back. He's got 8 seconds worth of time penalty, so he's going to have to gain 4 more seconds on Steven before this race is over. And with only 2 laps left, that's going to be a big task for him to undertake.
You rightly so, unless in F1 you just don't know what's going to happen, because obviously the most unpredictable scenarios happen, and it always happens on the last lap of at any race. And I have seen it before, where I'll keep saying this every time, where Sir Spud won the F3 title at Brazil, and he was all out, completely not winning the title. Obviously Colin J had the chance, and then he lost it at the last corner. So it all again, F1 is just unpredictable on some scenarios, so don't ever write it off until you cross over that that finishing line as well. And I think we're on the final lap, guys. We're on the final lap of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. And I'll tell you what now, Hulk has been impressive stuff, Tim.
Once he got the lead, he just never lost the lead. He completely sailed away, and he was a driver that I just didn't think was going to do well today. And, you know, it proves me wrong here, because he's leading this race, and all he's got is a few more corners, and we can call him a winner in Austria. So we got Eric Pancakes back there battling with Nightshades for 2nd place. Of course, he's going to drop back significantly once they cross the line, because he's got 8 seconds worth of time penalties. Here's your time penalties. as Hulkenberger rounding the final set of corners, bypassing that pit entry through the final corner, and Hulkenberger will win in Austria. Congratulations to the Renault driver. Nightshades coming in second. Eric Pancakes will cross the line in third, but will he retain that third position? No, he does not. O'Steven jumps ahead of him in third, and so does DXT Matty. So Eric Pancakes walking away with a 5th place finish. O'Steven in third, Matty in 4th, Harry in 6th place, Sab in 7th, 8th is Ginger Tiger, and then Paul Racetech in 9th place, but he's got time penalties as well. TL4 and Paul Racetech. All right, Paul Racetech staying in 9th. TL4 going to stay in 10th place. Now Bando crosses the line, but he's got 12 seconds worth of time penalties, but I think it's going to be enough to keep him ahead of Turok for Spadala Racing, because out of the final corner, Turok is 13 seconds behind, and he's got 6 seconds worth of time penalties as well. So Turok crosses the line in 12th. Sir Spud, here he comes around across the line in 13th place, but he has 11 seconds worth of time penalties. Can Gareth Hall actually jump Sir Spud? He has got a chance. He's going to have to make up half a second out of this final corner. It's not going to be enough, so Gareth Hall will not be getting the 13th position here.
Absolutely not. Just trying to see what's going to happen as well. But yeah, mad scenes at the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, and it's just been an absolute belter of a race again. And the driver of the day has picked on the game it's picked the game with Eric as the biggest mover of the race itself. But Hulk, who has got pole position and hold on to win the race itself. And well done to Nightshades for finishing off in second, and obviously well done to O'Steven for finishing off in third. We're going to get these 3 drivers in and hear their thoughts of the top 3. So Tim, I'll let you carry on with the honours.
So congratulations to our podium finishers. And I would agree that Eric Pancakes was the driver of the day. I'd say that Nightshades should have an honorable mention as well, because he was able to work his way up through the pack to really get into the 2nd place position. So a couple of good drives from these drivers here today. But here are your official race results for the Invictus Racing League's Realistic Performance League Austrian Grand Prix. Hulkenberger with the win in the Renault. Nightshades in 2nd, O'Steven in 3rd, Matty in 4th, 5th is Eric Pancakes, Harry B in 6th, Sab in 7th, 8th is Ginger Tiger, Paul Racetech in 9th, TL4 in 10th, 11th is Bando Blizz, Turok Rock in 12th place, Sir Spud in 13th, 14th is Gareth Hall, Passmois Ducel, last week's winner with a disappointing result in 15th, Maggot in 16th, Moreno in 17th, 18th is Roy Boy, Voitech in 19th, and Nitrogash in the 20th place. So we're just waiting to get those. Oh, go ahead, Mal.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Tim. But yeah, I was going to say it's been an absolute belter of a race again tonight, and I just can't believe we'll be on a break. I can't believe we're on a break itself. So I just wanted to see another race, to be fair, next week. But it was just absolutely brilliant drives from everyone tonight, especially from the top 3 tonight, which we hopefully have got all 3 in. I believe Hulk and O'Steven are in. I think Nightshades is in as well. So we'll have to find out in a moment soon. But guys, if you're there, please make sure that your allow voice to be shared is set to always allow. If you're not sure how to do it, go to the party settings, and there's allow voice to be shared option. Make sure it's set to always allow. So while the guys are getting themselves prepped up and ready to go, Tim will be doing the questions to the top 3 of Hulk, Nightshades and O'Steven. So guys, are you all set, ready to go?
Yep.
Nice one. So we've got the 3 drivers in, so carry on, Tim.
All right, well, first things first, we will talk to our 3rd place finisher of O'Steven. So O'Steven, you had a miraculous race here today. Of course, O'Steven coming from Mean Machine Racing Team. So tell us about your race, tell us about your strategy, and that battle with Matty there toward the end.
The race strategy, to start off with, I decided to go on the softs hard because the safety car came out early, so I thought I'll just go on the hards because last night my tyre wear wasn't really good and I bottled it last night when I was in first place by 8 seconds and I got a flat tyre, but anyway, that's by the by. Yeah, I enjoyed racing tonight. My start was absolutely epic. I took, I think, 4 positions on the first 2 corners, and then the safety car came out. I had a good few battles with people, Matty especially, and on the safety car restart, getting past Harry was key to try and get somewhere as well, which I enjoyed. Not so much Nightshades, but yeah, he did a good move on me. But yeah, Matty, I thought his tyres were going to go off at the end anyway, being on the mediums, judging by the tyre wear of this track, and I just took my time and just knew he had penalties. I was on 2-1, so I had to be careful. And yeah, a good result tonight for me after last night's disappointment.
Well, congratulations, Stephen. I'm sure you wanted to win, but hey, a podium finish is still nothing to shake a stick at, so good run today.
Thank you very much.
So now to talk to our second place finisher of Nightshades with Bump and Run Racing. Nightshades, you came into this race leading the point standings, and pretty sure you're going to be leaving this race leading the point standings. So my question to you is, do you take this points battle on a race-by-race basis and just worry about running well in the race? Or is there something in the back of your mind that's always kind of gnawing at you saying, you know, hey, you're leading the points, this could be a championship run?
Not really, because I think my F2 performances have been quite not as good, so try not to really think about it in realistic, just sort of do race by race, because at the end of the day I think consistency is key to winning this championship.
Could not have said it better myself, but nonetheless you got second place today, so that is looking very good. Just walk us through your race strategy and how you were able to work your way up through the field to get to where you are.
I just took each car one by one, just didn't really want to throw it away, be too aggressive. Obviously the safety car helped with the strategy, so I can't really fault it. I had some good battles with people, and yeah, like I said, I think just taking each car one by one to sort of get up the ladder a bit there.
Well, congratulations, Nightshades, on your podium finish. This should increase your point standings at the top of the board, so I'm sure you're happy to hear that.
Yeah, mate, cheers, thank you.
Now to talk to our race winner of Hulkenberger with H&M Racing. Hulkenberger, I've got to admit that I kind of left you out of the running when it came to me choosing my top 3, and you proved me wrong. And you not only finished in the top 3, you ended up winning the thing. As soon as you made a move for the lead, it was just like you were smooth sailing, like you were on a Sunday drive. So just walk us through where you found the pace around this track, your race strategy, and you know, going into this race, did you really see it as a potential for a win?
No, because I didn't actually realise I was supposed to be on the front row, which was a nice little bonus. But I feel like I've had better pace in the Thursday races than I have on the Tuesday races so far. I'm not sure if that's because I don't bother practicing, probably. So yeah, I was relatively confident that I was going to have okay pace, but I certainly didn't expect to be that far ahead of everyone by the last lap. Yeah, it was the strategy. I was quite surprised that very few people went onto the mediums when the safety car came out, because it seemed to me like the right move, and I suppose it did pay dividends. Yeah, it was quite a dull race really, but you know, always nice to win.
So coming into this race, you were 7th in the points. If I'm doing my math correctly, you should at least be in 6th place after this win, depending on where a few other drivers finish. Are you really thinking about a championship run? Are you thinking about points, or are you just really worried about winning races?
I'll be honest, I haven't looked at the table at all, so I couldn't tell you where I was. I'll just turn up to have fun. I'm not interested in winning a championship. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then whatever. I'm just here to have fun and enjoy myself.
Well, that's definitely a good way to look at it, but nonetheless, congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
And with that, we're almost done. Malc, do you have any closing thoughts?
Well, like I said, from everyone's point of view, it was from our perspective, there was so many battles. To be fair, but it's one of those, as I say, it's one of those classic tracks at Austria, and during with all those battles itself, I think it's been a classic. To be fair tonight, from everyone's perspective, but well done to Hulk, Nightshades, and O'Steven for their win and top 3 podiums respectively as well. So yeah, cheers for that, team.
And with that, that's all the time that we have. So congratulations to our podium finishers. Thanks to all the drivers that raced with us. Thanks for everyone who watched the stream. And until next time, have fun and goodbye.